Hi everyone, this is Simone Watson, and I'm here to talk about my writing goals for this week and to do a Manuscript Monday. Um, I really only have two writing goals this week, so it's not a lot. Well, I'm gonna read some, so I'm gonna read some outside of my beta reading swaps. So that's goal number one, and goal number two is to do two beta reading swaps. Um, I already have a swap in progress for Tethered, and that one I already beta read for that author, so I'm just waiting on that. But these two beta reading swaps that I'm talking about are for Red Letter Law, and one of them would have happened last week, but I put it on hold so I could do another round of edits for Red Letter Law. So I'm still working on those edits. So yeah, I've got to finish that round of edits and do the two beta reading swaps. So this is the Manuscript Monday part, which kind of flows directly from that goal of finishing this round of edits for Red Letter Law. I think I'm calling this my third round of edits. So what I talked to you about last Monday was my second round when I was going back and trying to figure out the settings and trying to be more descriptive with the settings. That was my second round of edits. Then on later on in that day, I received a beta reading evaluation, and it was so helpful, like really, really helpful, and has led to some pretty big changes that are happening with Red Letter Law. And originally, I was going to just rewrite the first chapter, and then it occurred to me that that change in the first chapter would be useful for some other changes later on in the manuscript. So I'm at this kind of crossroads of I don't want to rush my edits, but I don't want to take forever to make these edits either. In fact, you probably the better term than edits for this is revisions. But this is basically what happened. Is the original thing that I had in my first draft, my main character Lonnie woke up. That was my opening scene. She woke up, she got dressed, whatever. I found out that that's not considered a good way to start your book, so I changed it to her having a dream. Then I found out that's not good either. That's considered way too cliche, I think. So my beta reader pointed out that even after she had this dream, first of all, you shouldn't start with a dream, but second of all, the rest of that chapter wasn't that great because the book is about Martian slavery. Lonnie and her sister Shell is from both of their perspectives, but they wake up, go to school, and they find out that their mom and stepdad have sold them into slavery. And she was pointing out that kind of seemed like out of nowhere because I didn't really establish that the relationship with their mom and stepdad was all that strained before they got sold into slavery. So it kind of seemed like they were just love you, mom, love you too, okay, you're sold into slavery. So it kind of needs to make more sense than that. And I need to not have them necessarily just going to school because whatever, it's school. So basically there's that. And so to have a way to open the chapter, give us the necessary backstory, but still have something interesting happening. So what I have decided is instead of the mom and stepdad just selling them into slavery because they happen to be in debt, what's going to happen is Lonnie and Shell are going to lose a valuable item, which is either going to be called a sun saver or a sesu, which is solar energy storage unit. This little stone that they're supposed to store all of their solar energy in, because there's going to be a dust storm and they can't get solar energy while there's a lot of dust in the atmosphere, which stays along anyway, I'm trying not to get too scientific, but anyway, they have to store this unit for the duration of the dust storm so that the family won't lose power. But the unit gets stolen on their watch. And because of that, they're going to incur a lot of debt, having to pay the government to lend them some power, and etc. Whatever kinds of things, and whatever damages happen when you lose power. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That your whole freezer could just be gone. Y'all know what we're talking, right? So anyway, all of the damages that they incur from losing power, they will sort of blame Lonnie and Shell for, which is why they have to be sold into slavery to take care of the debt. But also because they are the only two kids in the family that are minors. So it's going to be really crazy, but it's gonna kind of make sense and it's gonna affect things that happen later on. But my dilemma here, right, is how to start the book. Is like, what sentence do I start it with? So I had three options. I've already crossed off one of those three options, so I'm probably just not even gonna read you that one. But now option 1 says this: I didn't cry when the judge banged the gavel and sent my father to prison. I didn't cry when my mom said, "Kids, pack your things. We're moving to Mars." I didn't cry when the spaceship took off. I'm not an in-the-moment crier. So, yeah, that's option 1. It's not directly in the action, but it is kind of putting you into the introspection, sort of, I guess. I don't know. And then option 2 says, red dust flies up toward me as my shovel pierces the ground. Okay, so that's starting with her digging, because she's digging a hole to store the sesu, right? Sisu. I have to figure out how to pronounce that eventually. So there we go. Those are our two options. Now, my third option, it started with, there are things that you bury deep because of emotional turmoil. Then there are things that you bury deep because of a Martian dust storm warning. Then it was just going to launch into her and her sister burying the sesu because there's going to be a dust storm. But it's just kind of like, why? Like, you know what I mean? Why? So it's just, what I mean is that beginning doesn't really catch me. So I'm either going to talk about her shoveling, and that's going to be the beginning, or I'm going to talk about her not being a crier, and that's going to be the beginning. The thing is, like, I don't know. It's just hard, but I'm going to figure something out. If you guys have an opinion of one of those over the other, I would love to hear what your opinion is. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. And if you want to like, comment, subscribe, y'all know what to do. So yeah, I'll see you on Thursday.